Bag for the holidays. We're holding a 50-50 raffle, and one lucky winner is going to win half of all the money collected. Entries are $5 each or 5 for 20. This raffle runs from now until December the 21st, and the winner will be announced on December 21st, immediately following the Alexander Usyk Tyson Fury heavyweight bout. So, cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. So enter early, enter often, and remember, one lucky winner will be awarded half of all the money collected. Another great contest brought to you by the JBT, Curtis Sewell, Treasurer.
Yo, 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 what's up? What's up? It's your boy BVO Boxing coming to you live and direct. Excuse me, BVO TV. It's your boy BVO TV coming to you live and direct. I'm waiting on my co-host. Y'all probably say, BVO is one of the hardest working men in the YTBC. That's definitely true. That's definitely true. Today we having a good conversation on just a few different narrative things, man. Just trying to, pick my brother GP's brain on some things, trying to learn a few things. Because the best way that we can do for anything, and I always say this, I wait for this with great anticipation, and that's working together works. Just does. There's nothing better than when you're working together and see how that works. Because I'm telling you, the thing that too many people don't understand, it takes a team to get to where you want to go. And at the end of the day, you never get all the money that you should get if you don't have, if the team don't stay together. Even if one person get the money, you don't get as much as you would have got if y'all stayed together like Rock Nation did. You gotta stay together because we family, and we not always gonna agree. We gonna all sometimes we gonna have things that we think this should be that way or this should be that way. But hey, we got to come together because you know what? That's what it's all about. It's all about winning, man. And we win when we together. It's just that simple. So it's your boy BBO. That's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking to win. So that's how I look at it. But today's conversation, man, we're gonna talk about what it's like when you're growing up. Some people call it the hood, some people call it the inner city, whatever the case may be. When you're growing up in these areas, sometimes people have this notion that you can't be successful or you can't do this or you can't do that because you're in this community or whatever the case may be. And I've learned that's not true. I've just learned that's not true. A lot of that is just made up BS. So sometimes just understanding that everything you hear is not true is good because you know what? You learn that you could be better than you thought you could. You really do. And I definitely can say over the years, the biggest lesson I've learned is that you can't let whatever circumstance you're going through at that moment dictate how you act, how you feel. Because times are temporary at time, most of the time, bad times are temporary. So I mean, just me learning that lesson has been pivotal to me being resilient, successful, and understanding because I just get it that you have to understand that as my uncle used to say all the time, my uncle Patrick would say all the time, this too shall pass. And I think sometimes when we in the so called heart of the storm, we kind of feel like, oh man, this is hopeless. I won't get past this. I'm stuck. No, no, you're not. It's just the beginning. It's just the beginning. That's all it is. Just the beginning. But let me put this commercial real quick. I want to pay a couple bills. Let me pay this commercial real quick.
BT is giving away a bag for the holidays. That's right, a bag for the holidays. We're holding a 50-50 raffle, and one lucky winner is going to win half of all the money collected. Entries are $5 each or 5 for 20. This raffle runs from now until December the 21st, and the winner will be announced on December 21st, immediately following the Alexander Usyk Tyson Fury heavyweight bout. So, cash app your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's $JBT Network 1. So enter early, enter often, and remember, one lucky winner will be awarded half of all the money collected. Another great contest brought to you by the JBT, Curtis Sewell, Treasurer.
Oh, Kenny. Hey, I'm here to pick up a checkout order. You know what I'm Hey, talk to people real quick, GP. I'm trying to grab something. 1 second. I don't know what happened to GP, but like I was saying, sometimes when you gotta be my bad, y'all. What I was saying is sometimes to get out of certain circumstances, you gotta be resilient. What's going on, GP? How you feeling, man? I don't know if you can hear me. Hold on, I got my earphones. Hold on 1 second.
Pardon me. That was me. That was me. What's happening?
Oh, what's going on, man?
Fooling, bros. What's happening?
Oh, nothing, man. Just talking about, me. I'm from the inner city. I think you from the suburbs, but
It's gonna be one of those ones, huh?
hey, so we just talking about sometimes when you definitely in that when you growing up, I would say in the hood, so to speak,
Mm-hmm.
just that feeling sometimes it be kind of hopeless. You almost be thinking like, is this gonna be my life forever? I was at a funeral.
Mm-hmm.
Um, God bless my uncle. He went on last week. So the
Bless him.
lady was passing out. The lady was passing out, flyers. His obituary, everything. And she had
Mm-hmm.
like the nastiest attitude. And I was thinking, ain't nobody nothing to you. Why you always got that messed up attitude? But I think sometimes when you grow up in this inner city, man, you don't really know how to process what's going on, and really you be a jerk to the wrong people. In my humble opinion, what do you think about that?
Um, no, not so much a jerk, but you become desensitized. Like you get used to it. So everybody ain't gonna have the same feelings as you have, or and vice versa. So everybody ain't gonna have the same feelings. So that's how I
Yeah,
feel.
yeah. I'm just saying more or less on the tip of. I guess it kind of shocks me how mean people are to people for no reason. Like there's nothing that gave that lady a reason to be, you know what I mean, to be that fussy, so to speak, with us. And it was just, I guess the thing I'll be saying, I wonder is that just that poor mindset of, you know what, because I'm having a bad day, I'm gonna make somebody else pay for it. I
No,
don't know if you know what I mean when I say that.
I don't think it's that at all. I think that I think you as an individual looking for that you would be looking for some kind of gratitude, but other people, they move different. People move different.
Yeah, I guess the
Like
thing
yo,
that
could be an
go ahead.
asshole. I could be an asshole myself, but I'm we both got the same feelings, but we just move different, grieve different. Like damn, babe, like you rude as fuck. Like no, she probably, like she really probably ain't even being rude. It's just she just move a little different. I'm a people's person, so I the glass ain't half empty with me. Like I understand
Oh, you got to pull to the top, huh?
it. Yeah. No doubt.
I,
No,
hey, I try that, man, but I just never been able to master it. If I'm being totally honest, I've never,
for real.
I've never been able to master it. I remember my grandma used to have a saying. It was always it's nice to be nice, but man, people treat you so bad, you almost you
Uh,
almost lose that.
bro, I always find that silver lining. That's what they call it. I always find that silver lining. Like what people like, yo, I can walk in any room and be, yo, I'm gonna be straight. Like I'm gonna be straight. I just know how to deal with people. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? I guess it's because once you understand yourself, what I mean. There's a lot of things I don't understand about myself, but once you understand yourself, man, that should be easy. That should be
Yeah,
easy with other people.
yeah. I mean, I guess the thing I always try to keep in mind is I try to treat people right, man, and I feel like for whatever reason, that's not always respected. I treat people right. It's almost like people kind of take it like a weakness. I would say, you know what I mean? It's almost like, oh, he a nice person, so let me be a jerk. You know what
No,
I mean?
don't do it that way.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's sometimes that's kind of how I think about it. Where people be like, oh yeah, you're a nice person. Let me be a jerk to him. I don't know.
No, because at the end of the day, you ain't being yourself. No, be yourself, bro. Be your motherfucking self. Like, hey, yo, motherfuckers ask me the silliest questions. Yo, they ask me the silliest questions. But what's sillier than that is I might not even understand what they talking about, but I got an answer, and it's not a dumb answer. Like, it's not really a dumb answer because it's real. Like, yo, I don't really understand what you asking me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If I don't understand what you ask me, I'm gonna let you know I don't understand.
yeah,
People be looking more crazy. Like, say somebody try to put me in a box, right?
right.
Somebody try to put me in a box. If I don't understand them, like like yo, I don't understand. Oh, what's that word? They be like, man, you don't know what that means. Yo, I don't know. Explain it. Instead of trying to look stupid, like let me know what you're talking about. But I never have a problem with asking questions. So nah. My mom told me is what she say, how she put it. There's no such thing as a dumb question. There's only stupid answers or dumb answers.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I roll off of that. But what's happening though?
Hey, I say that, man, because I remember when I was younger, man, when I was like a little kid, my grandma people so nice, and man, they treat her bad, dog.
Who,
And I,
Granny?
you said what?
You said they treated Granny bad?
Yeah, like I don't know if you ever had people who nice, and for some reason when you're nice, people think you're a punk,
Mm.
and you be like, no, I'm not no punk. I'm just, I just don't mind treating you nice with respect and love. But I say all that to say this. I know you growing up in Baltimore, man. What was it like growing up in Baltimore? I know you grew up in the, late '80s, early '90s. What was it like growing up in Baltimore, man?
Growing up in Baltimore for me, for real, was great, man. Like I don't have them stories everybody have with poverty and like I don't know what it feel like to be rich. Like so I don't no like I grew up it was nine of us. It was nine of us. Five boys, four girls. My brothers and my siblings.
Yeah,
Five boys, four girls. Man, I think I had the best of everything, but um maybe I haven't seen the other side, but no, it was great for us. We made games. We had fun together. Like when people get up there and say like, "Oh, I had it bad. I wouldn't know what having it good feel like." Man, shit, I was good. I was good. Me and my brothers. No, not right now, baby. I love you. Give me a second, right? Give me a second. I love you, princess. But yeah, I had it good, man. And mine was on welfare. You know, my mother was on welfare. My dad was out doing what he did or whatever. But I did grow up in a with both parents. I grew up with both parents, but I never felt like I had less. I never felt like that. I never felt like that. And my brothers and sisters, they was the friends I needed. I had my friends outside. That was great. But no, like I keep hearing all these stories like, damn, wasn't nothing good in y'all life? Like I
yeah,
was, I just look at it totally different, man. I had the best of everything. What we had, like we made the best of everything. So we created
yeah.
games, bro. Like we created, like no,
Because I'll tell you this, man. I was the same way. I grew up in the project, and the thing that was so funny about it, I had a great time. See, back then they had like a camp. You can go to the camp during the summertime. You could go swimming. It was a bunch of fun. And then my favorite thing, I don't know if they had this where you was at, but man, when you had that Toys R Us cash, dog, my grandma give me some of that Toys R Us cash, man.
yeah,
I run through the store, man, like it's supermarket sweet. And I would come back home and I would talk to different people I grew up with because when you're in the projects, man, if you the one going at your grandma's house to come back with stuff, Cass asks you where you get that from and blah blah blah. Um,
mhm.
I just always remember that a lot of people didn't have parents, dog. The people who had it the worst,
That's where
they
it was.
parents real messed up. Those are the people who had it the worst. When they have like that parental figure, whether it be grandma, grandpa, aunt, uncle, somebody to stand in the gap, for you. Those are the people I remember. I had a good friend. I'll tell you a funny story. Good friend of mine, his dad was very abusive, right? And I'm a little kid. I don't know what child abuse is, right? I just see my friend, getting wrecked. So so I was, I'm a tall guy, so I was a tall kid. So I was like probably 5'10", 5'11", at like 10, 11 years old.
Damn.
And my friend whose dad was doing this was like 6'4". He was a straight silverback. The nigga looked like Venom. I don't know if you ever seen Venom. That's what he
I
looked
say,
like, Venom. Big black ball, crazy nigga, man. And I remember, dog, we swung on him, and we were trying to, because he had hurt our friend, and I'm like 5'11", my homeboy like 6'3", but we all under 13. And GP, I learned a valuable lesson. You don't
Yes,
put your hands on a man.
sure
You
you
can't
did.
beat him.
I'm sure you did.
You
I'm
can't beat
sure you
him. I
did.
don't care how big you is. I don't care how tall you is. You
I'm
can't beat
sure
him.
you
I mean, this brother gave us a beating, dog. I mean, and he respected it. He didn't do no face blows. It was all body blows.
did.
So if you get hit with a good body blow, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about you throwing up like Bobby Johnson did when them boys got him in that closet. And I remember I had made it by myself, man, I'm about to get it. I'm about to knock this dude out. As soon as I go to do that, I feel a punch in my stomach, man. I'm talking about almost threw up.
This from the one guy, right?
This from this one guy. We just made it on our mind. Yeah, you want to keep beating up. It was his son, but he was abusing it.
I get it.
So us, we like, oh, we gonna get him. We gonna get this dude. Man, I'm talking about he hit us with a couple two pieces, man. We was through. We was through. And you know what's funny? We couldn't go tell nobody because we started it.
Right, right. What you
But
gonna
but that's the part I always laughed about, always laughed at. Sometime when you growing up, you don't be knowing how to handle things.
Mm-hmm.
And if I would have knew what I knew now, I would have went to school and told somebody. You know what I mean? Because I'll be honest with you, that buddy I'm telling you about, it kind of altered his whole life, bro. And people don't understand childhood sometimes can really change a cat. Like, no matter what, if you can still be that person you was at 13, 14 years old inside, you had a great childhood. But if you can't, you usually didn't. And I'll tell you what, man, that's one of the hardest things in the world to realize when, certain things didn't go like you thought they should have went. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah. Situations as youngins, situations like that, it build character. Like, that's situations like that definitely build character. I give you a small story. I just want to get this out to you. Well, always be laughing when they be like, when you ran, right?
oh yeah,
When you ran. So
yeah.
me and my boys, I think I'm like 13. I had my little brother with me. He like 11. But it's me and my boys. It's like 6, 7 of us, and we walking up Greenmount Avenue. And this back when Hot Boys was the thing. Cash Money. We had bandanas everywhere, and we just wore it as a fashion statement. But man, they was really claiming blocks. Like, you got on
Yeah,
white,
yeah.
block. Like, you got on black, you from. So we just wearing it as a fashion statement, and we saw what the dudes was on. Dudes was like everywhere from 17 to 8. I mean, to 20 something, like 21. They was like, age range, and they're like, yo, where y'all from? Look, Greenmount is Greenmount, but
Right.
apparently not that day. Like, man, they like, GPG, where you from? Oh, yo, shorty, where you from? Already felt the vibe, bro. I ain't from nowhere. Like, I ain't from no. We felt the vibe. Took off. Man, they had this fast dude, man, chase us down or whatever.
Yeah.
One grabbed me, the other dude plucked me. The other dude plucked me. Yo, only time I've been knocked out. That was the only time I've been knocked out. I know I was knocked out because, like, I remember this dude hitting me. I remember the dude hit me. I don't remember going down, but I remember getting up. So I'm like, damn. I look down the street, I see my boy still running. I just jumped up and started running with him. I said, damn. Yeah, I see, crazy than that. I see my dad down the street. Yo, boy, what you running for? Man, he just jumped such and such and da da da. My dad, he was getting high at the time. He was getting high.
Yeah.
He was getting high at the time. So my dad, this the man in him. He like, we going back up there. But
Yeah.
me as a 13-year-old, I'm like, no, we ain't. like that. Like, but yeah, I just had to get that story, man. But yeah, man, like, but back to the original. Baltimore is tough as you make it, man. I say
Yeah.
mind your business, and it's not. It's the wire, all that shit that everybody think it is that, but mind your business. If I could get some advice on it, but for me, growing up in Baltimore was fairly easy. It was fairly
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. I think the hardest thing too, man, is when you're growing up, like without a big brother, so to speak, you your only help. You have nobody to go get. And one thing I'll tell you something, man, that a lot of people don't understand is when you get don't mess around and be scared of nobody. You'll
You're
mess
right.
around and be extra violent if you scared. I remember this dude. This is a funny story, man. I was like maybe probably like at first grade. This dude was like in fifth grade, and he just thought he was gonna just keep taking my lunch money. Back then, you remember when we was kids, man. Lunch is like $1 back then. So
Right,
you
right,
take my dollar, I gotta wait till I get home to eat.
right.
And dude tried to go for my dollar. He got it the one day, and then I just realized he was gonna keep taking it. So
Mm-hmm.
I went and I got me. I had asked my grandma. I said, "Grandma, can I have?" I said, "Granny, can I have 50 cent?" Because back then they used to have you could put 50 cent in and get a mechanical pencil. You remember when we was kids, that was a big deal to get a mechanical pencil. So
Get a.
so I go get it. But
You said you could put $1 in and get what?
no, you put 50 cent in and get a mechanical pencil. It'd be like a little gray thing. You put the 2 quarters in, and then the pencil where you hit the top of the eraser and it come out. I think
Man,
that's what it's
oh,
called, a mechanical pencil.
I ain't had no shit like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, right.
No, I
Yeah,
ain't had
right.
shit like BVO. How old is you, bro?
34.
34. All right. I'm 38, but no, we ain't had that. We ain't had
Man, they
that.
must have had it just when
This
you
big.
left. Because we were around the same time. When you was 03, right?
04, yeah, 04.
Oh, L4, okay, yeah. So we was same time. So
Mm-hmm.
the part that was so funny, I got the little mechanical pencil, and I remember when I got it, I had told my homeboy, I said, "Hey, I bet you he won't take my dollar today. Hey, and give me your dollar, and I'll make sure he don't take yours." So he gave me his dollar,
Go on,
so he didn't take it.
go on.
So the boy came up to us, and he wanted major smoke. And I
Mhm.
said, I'll never forget. I had watched what was that movie, man?
Yo got gassed up. Yo got gassed up. Go ahead, yo.
I was like, what you gonna do and all? I was going at him, just going crazy, right? And then when I pulled that pencil out, I went and gave him a few pokes outside for us. And I told my homeboy, I said, I bet I gave him lead poison. I poked that nigga up with that. and the part that was, hey, bro, the part that was so funny was that I just was they thought I was some big bad mofo for doing that, but I was scared to death. I just I just always had that thing where I'm not gonna let you abuse me. I
Hey,
always was like that,
bro.
GP. niggas is not gonna abuse me. I'm not no punk. You're not gonna
Bro,
abuse me. That's kind of always was like that.
if we
Go ahead.
stroll down that back alley, I need a nigga like you beside me, yo. Ain't lead poison.
And you know what's so funny? Like when, and I'm gonna tell you the cool thing about it. Remember when I told that story and Cass was trying to get me pushed back or say stuff? I had to remember a lot of dudes ain't from the hood,
Right.
so you never had somebody who ran on you. I'd have had a bunch of niggas run on me.
Mm-hmm.
It was just my turn that day to run on him, and I would have never did that. But we was at the pool, right? And I'll never forget. So we be at the pool. You know, you go to the pool. The pool ain't nothing but for young boys to go fight. We go to the pool and fight or
Right.
play basketball. We ain't really trying to go swimming. We trying to holler at a few girls, maybe get a date so we can go to the teen club on the weekend. But mainly at the pool, that's where you throw hands.
Hey yo,
and I remember this dude. Go ahead.
And at a 6 feet, 14-year-old, you would think that you would be the hunter. No, you really the hunted.
Oh yeah, you the hunter for sure.
I'm one of them.
For sure.
I'm a Lord cat. I got problems with. Well, I had, when I was younger. Like, yo, I ain't want to fight dudes my size. I felt like they had the advantage. I wanted to fight a big dude because I always got something to prove. Like, I'm gonna smash him. Yo, chill, yo, I got you. So y'all really was the hunted. Like, man.
Oh yeah, you know what's so funny, GP? And I used to say this to be very disrespectful back in the day. I used to call them boy band dudes. Boy band dudes your size, 5'9" and under, was who was really dangerous. Now I'm gonna tell you, people don't realize this. The skinny dude or the little dude is super. I mean, I'm taking his head off at the gate. Like, because I just seen it. I've seen small dudes straight style on dudes my size because they have something to prove. A dude my size take them for granted. And then get knocked out, stretched out, sleep in the snow. And the last thing you're going to do is knock BVO out. No, you ain't gonna not go BVO out.
Yo.
I'm gonna straight punish you for that habit. So,
yo, that Napoleon complex is real, man. Like I'm a victim. I'm one of them. So yeah, it's definitely real. It's definitely real. Like, man, actually growing up, around the neighborhood.
Yeah, because
when I stepped off the step,
yeah, it's real.
I'm like, yeah, kill me out here, cause I'm a beat one of these old heads up, like, and old heads. Really, I was talking like 24. I'm like, I'm gonna mess them up. They gonna be embarrassed. I'm like, yo, they gonna kill me out here. Like that's the mentality I had. Like, dang, man, like I can't win. Like I'm gonna beat one of them up and they gonna kill me.
You was like BBO was back then. You was scared to death.
Right.
You be scared to death, man. And I think people don't understand, man, that of course a couple punks who didn't grow up in the hood would laugh at that. But when you're trying to survive, bro, if you don't got some type of fear, you a psycho. Because I just say this, and I always remember this. I had a really good friend of mine, God rest his soul, man. Beautiful brother, man. He was a street pharmacist, but he was such a giving dude. Big heart. It almost make my eyes sweat thinking about it. But rest in peace to him. And I remember how some cats laid him down and they stretched him out, pause, and they got him out the game. And I realized, and that happened when I was like maybe 14, 15. And I remember, going to this funeral and stuff. I think the thing I realized at that moment that I got to get out of this neighborhood because these mamma jammers don't care. They don't care. I mean, I'm talking about the way they did him. They had to have a closed casket, bro. They did him that greasy. Over a couple dollars too, man. GP, couple dollars, man. They did him like that. And, I'm talking about the money that I'm talking about that they did that for is money me and you spend just out couple $100, man. And I just remember thinking, like, you know what? I'm gonna be more violent than them. I'm gonna show them I ain't no punk. And I remember I would go overboard. I'm a big dude that's gonna hit you with a trash can. Big dude that you know. I remember I remember some dudes came to jump me at the library, right? And you know, and I had a hammer in my book bag. I ain't talking about like, you know, a weapon. I'm talking about a real live ballpoint hammer. And you
Hey,
should have seen me out there.
hey,
Hey, I
hey,
was like,
let me ask,
go ahead.
wait,
Go ahead.
where you from, right?
Yeah.
Like dudes would just randomly randomly just jump you.
Um, I can't it's hard to explain. In the neighborhood I grew up in, it was really nice when I was in kindergarten and around 98, 97, 98, DMX dropped.
Okay.
And I see my whole hood go crazy. And then a movie called Baller Block and Drop with the
Remember
Cash Money Millionaires.
right, I remember that.
That was like 2001.
Right.
And then you know, it was just one negative situation after the other where people was watching these movies and just trying to emulate them. And for me as a kid growing up, it was just so dangerous. Like you said, being a big guy, I'm not gonna get the business for the dog. Ain't nobody gonna throw hands with me. They want to get hands. You know
Shit.
what I mean? So little stuff like that, it'll make you
Shit me.
paranoid, man. Go ahead.
No, I said shit me. You the nigga that I want to see. Like you the one see.
And you think I didn't know that? And you think I didn't know that? And that's the thing where and that's the funny part about growing up in a poor neighborhood. You don't realize that's unnecessary.
Mm-hmm.
That's no need to do that. Because what happened to me around 2006, 2005, that's when I started high school in 2005. And I just remember this kid came out named Kanye West, and he wearing these like polos, and you know what I mean. The music he was making was different, and me and my homeboys was able to find a niche. And when we started doing GP, we started catching the bus to the nice part of town, and we be in a nice part of town, fronting like we from out there. And
Mm-hmm.
then when we come home, you know, niggas like, oh, y'all corny, y'all white, or my favorite, you. They used to have this saying, oh, you a homosexual because because you got on tight clothes, because you wearing more fitted clothing. But that was just you trying to be different, and I always remember that thinking like, you know what, if I could have just been in a nicer neighborhood, it probably would have been and I have a great life, but it probably would have been a little different. I don't think niggas understand how like growing up in them tough neighborhoods, man, it changed you, man. It changed you, bro.
All right.
Change
So I explained before you go in, or we should change the subject. I had explained to you what poverty meant to me, and I really didn't feel it. Like I really didn't feel it. I don't know if it's a mind over matter thing for myself, but what poverty meant for you, like growing up? Like, was it hard? Was it hard for you?
it. I would tell you no. I would tell you no because I had the greatest grandmother in the world, and
A lot. You
I don't
mentioned.
know, man. It's weird. It wasn't that bad.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
No, I said you mentioned her a
Say
lot.
it one more time.
I said you mentioned her a lot.
Oh yeah, my my mother was 18 when she had me, so she was learning. My dad was 20. So my grandma kind of did what the old folks did back then. Give me that baby girl. I'm a raise her. So
Right.
that's kind of how it was. That's why when you hear me speak or the things I talk about or how I think, you thinking like, yo, this cat, this is an old cat right here. No, I just grew up with an old mom, with my grandma, and before you know it, you watching Sanford and Son, you watching Top Cat, you watching the Flintstones, the Jetsons. You know what I mean? So how you catch the world is a lot different. You know what I mean? So I just say that for me, I had a top tier childhood. Only thing I really I wish I would have been my own person more and not tried to be so hard and tough because I was scared. And if I could change anything, I would change being scared and always wanting to be on some goofy tough guy stuff because I was scared. That's the one thing I would change. That's it.
Got
What
you.
about you, man?
Nah, the last thing you mentioned,
Yeah,
well,
let go.
that's dope, baby. Give me some real quick. Give me some, and just give me a few minutes. Let me let Mr. BVO real quick. Uh, yeah, but dang,
Hey,
what was
wrap
I
up. I
talking
don't
about?
want you to get up. I don't want you to get up.
No, wrap up. No, give me a few minutes. No, no,
Go
no.
ahead.
But what was we talking about?
Oh, we was just talking about growing up. So I'm gonna ask you this last question before we go. Because we're gonna be back. We're gonna try to do this once a week. The GP and BBO show. We
Oh
really.
yeah, bro.
I'm
Like I
Bodie.
want,
You know,
I,
I'm Bodie.
I
Of
want.
course, and of course
You
my
ain't no
man. Of course my man GP is poop. So
fuck.
go ahead.
No, hold up, B. No, this is just the intro, though, to get the people to
You
know.
froze. Say it again.
This is the intro. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I missed everything you said. I think you got stuck.
Oh, all right. I'm just saying this is the intro, so the folks know who they talking to, who they listening to, or whatever. We definitely gonna bring it back, but I want to introduce y'all to who I am, and the same for BVO. You know what I mean? But yeah, y'all know who he is now. He I ain't gonna. Hey yo, you still there?
I'm here. I'm here.
Hey yo, no, you gonna say I'm pool? Who said I was?
Yeah, I said I'm Bodie. You poop from the
Hell,
wire.
nigga. Hell no. I'm more like Stringer, yo.
Oh no, yeah. Well, I guess I'm Avon then.
Hell
No,
no.
no. I'm brother Muzon. I'm
Man,
brother
hey,
Muzon.
I take that. I take that. You be rebel moves on. I chop you up too. But yeah, it's gonna be debates on this channel. It's gonna be everything, man. But yo. I just wanted to get my intro out, man. I really just
Yeah,
want.
we got some big things playing with the mighty JBT, but BBO boxing, BBO TV. We like Dipset. We like the Dipset. We signed the Rockefeller. We win it. We with the winning. We with some winners. So we about to put the material out, and ain't nobody gonna outwork BBO boxing because we a network with this side of network. So I'm like Cam. I'm loading up computers. I'm tapping into assets. So shout out to my big homie Hardcore. Shout out to my man
Yo,
Cash Sports. Shout out to my man Just Do. Shout out to my man Angry White Men. Uh, my man Richie Threads. Shout out to old Richie Threads. Because hey, we would have winning team, so we about to go for it now.
and, and
We
hold up,
about to go for it. So that's why you
hold
see
up.
BVO working so hard. Go ahead.
And we know BVO be getting up here in line and shit. So
Uh,
yo, you'll be getting up here in line and shit. Hey yo, and no
no,
dots,
that
no dots, bro. No dots. You
Oh
heard me?
yeah. Next time I won't be no dots. Next time I won't be no dots. Next week it won't be a dot. My bad, I had to run to the store, but next week it won't be no dot. I'm gonna be on camera. But like I said, check us out. It's your boy BVO Boxing, BVO TV, Asiatic Black Man sent by God himself. Of course, I got my guy, man. They call him Crash Bandicoot from the West Side, Mr. Crab Chips, Dunbar High School graduate, man. GP. So shout out to everybody at Dunbar High School. That's what our thumbnail is. That's
Lake
GP's old high school, Dunbar High School. You know, he from the West Side.
Lake Clifton.
Go ahead.
Lake Clifton. Get it right.
Say it again. I couldn't hear you.
I said Lake Clifton. Get it right. Keep talking about some Dunbar High School. I went to Lake.
Yeah, I think my boy GP froze. You froze, GP. Say it again.
You're playing with me or something. Hey, yo, Lake Clifton Eastern High School. I ain't playing.
Dunbar High School.
Bye, yo.